Hey, what's up you guys? So, as you know, I mean, if you don't, it kind of, like, and you're just subscribed, like, it's kind of doesn't make sense, but as you know, I am a trans male, and I like to make a good chunk of this content on my channel about trans topics. So, today I was sitting in my sociology class, and something happened. And it's related to the trans world, so I figured might as well put it in a video. So, if you know the types of subjects that go on in a sociology class, you'll understand why gender would be something that would come up. If you don't, let me just give you a quick little thing. So sociology is basically the study of interactions and social cues between different groups of people and just communication between people and how and why they socialize the way they do. We go over things that aren't always the thing that people want to talk about because we want to go more in depth in things that people have problems dealing with, because we want to see the sociology aspect of it and understand why people react the way they do and why people are the way they are about certain subjects. So we talk about things that are LGBT topics, gender, we talk about human trafficking, we talk about school, religion, jails, like all sorts of things like that. And we do studies and things of that nature. Today, gender came up, and this wasn't the subject we were working on, but it did come up in conversation. We were talking about how media is part of people's social interaction and how it furthers people's opinions and such things of that nature. So I think it was me, honestly, I brought up that I think maybe a year ago, maybe less, Disney Channel had brought in a lesbian couple on one of their shows, and media went crazy with it, and they picked it up, and there was a ton of news stories and things, and it made people talk about it and made people see more things about it. And honestly, like, the class reacted well. They even brought up other networks and commercials that use LGBT couples and stuff like that. So I was thinking, okay, so maybe this will be fine when gender does come up later on in the semester. There won't be an issue. I guess I thought wrong. I don't know how it came up, but gender came in with it. And someone said in the class, I am looking down because I wrote down a few things just to remember. There's a mother in the class, and I think she said she has a young boy, and she was saying how it's, quoted, unacceptable to be trans, and it's wrong to be trans, and if her little boy wants to wear a dress, he's not, because that's where she's drawing the line. Now, back to media and how this relates. She also brought up that there was a little boy on Oprah who I think he may have been 6 years old. He wore pink hair and he wore like a frilly tutu. I don't exactly know which episode she was talking about. Wore a frilly tutu or a dress or something and was all in pink. And he was, I think the person she was talking about may have been a little boy that just wanted to dress like a girl. I don't think she was talking about a trans child, but a boy in the class did bring up that there was a trans child on the show, and the woman continued to say that it's wrong and it's not real and kids are too young and they change their mind like this. And I had to just sit there quietly because I'm in a room with what only I can imagine as cis males and cis females. And I'm the only trans person in this room, and no one in my class knows that. The only one who knows that is my professor, because in the beginning of the semester I approached her and told her the name on the roster is not my name. My name is Michael and I have he, him pronouns, and she was perfectly fine with it. But with this topic coming up, I started to realize that my class isn't all that accepting of the trans community, which for me is really scary, because now that I'm in college, I'm very open with the fact that my chosen name is Michael and I go by he, them pronouns, and I try to be open about being trans because going stealth for me never really appealed to me. I make YouTube videos, people know that I'm trans, and I want that to be a thing. I am very proud and prideful of that fact. For those who don't know what going stealth means, it means that trans men or trans women will live out their life without other people knowing that they are trans. So they'll live stealth and they'll just be seen. I don't know if I'm explaining it correctly, but they'll kind of just try and live their life as other people see them. Other people see them as cis. Even though they're trans, they try to live in a stealth so no one knows. But like I said, I'm very open about it, and to hear a conversation like this where people are using the words unacceptable and wrong, it just kills me to know how far we're coming in this world about being accepted. But then something like this happens and I'm in a classroom full of, I'd say 18-20 people, including myself, and almost every person in this classroom is against transgenders. And it really hit me hard to know that, because when I was coming out, I was terrified that I'd lose friends and people I know would talk like that. And I've been very, very lucky that all my friends are very respectful and love me for me and refer to me as Michael and refer to me with he, him pronouns. But it's just scary because I felt safe originally in that classroom, and I know it's kind of weird to say I don't feel safe in that classroom after hearing this conversation, but I don't know, like, I don't even use the bathroom on campus because I'm terrified, because I don't want to use the women's bathroom because it makes me uncomfortable, but I'm terrified, absolutely terrified to walk into the men's room because of something that might happen. And I think I've talked in the past how the college I go to is very open with the LGBT community, and it's awesome. But when you're in a classroom and that subject comes up and you are that subject, it's just, it kind of throws you for a loop, like kind of throws you back. And I don't know. It just kind of made me think about things. I know you guys watching this video, you support me and you support the trans community and LGBT community. If not, and you're just hate watching, people are gonna do it. But thank you guys for the ones that are accepting, and I appreciate you and love you with my whole heart. I can't say that enough. Also, I just want to say a big thank you to all my friends in my personal life that have accepted me and haven't thrown me away or said that I'm wrong for being who I am. But yeah. So that was my little spiel for the day, I guess. That's what happened in my class today. If you have any opinions on how I can approach the topic, because later on in this semester we are going to be talking about gender and it's going to be an actual subject that we're talking about extensively. So if you have any ideas on how to approach the topic without causing an issue in the class, or I don't know, just if you have any comments, leave them down below. I will read them and I always try to reply to all of them. Also, if you could leave a like, it really helps me out. and I hope you guys are having a wonderful week, and I'll see you next time. Bye.